somebody working in that organisation, trying to feed his family, he's in an organisation that was doing something wrong, and he linked it to WikiLeaks. And that's one example. I can't stand this. I'm getting a simple job and going to get a different kind of job. The Tibetan people in China who were, I don't know what the detail of it, yes, they were like... Julian Assange gets extradited. There will be nothing like WikiLeaks. In supporting it, it will not be active for much longer. Just think the crime and annoyance will be a criminal offence. This is the...
No, you can't condone this. So I hope you understand why it's necessary, not just for me, but for all of us to do this. Because I don't encourage martyrdom unnecessarily. It's wrong, you know. So the psychologists try to use this argument and saying, oh, you just want to be a martyr condition. Then the person repeats it. So I don't want to get in the way of what a person has said it's correct. Decide then in December. So we'll say to them, you've already said that in September, you decide to October, and you didn't do it. Thank you so much. All the best, huh? And let everybody else do the same thing here, too. Okay. I'm in contempt of justice. So justice is more important, has to prevail, but not...
Truth! Free Julian Assange! Free Julian Assange! To come clean. We are often lied to, and that's one example of the lies. People were astonished to be here, seeing the whole world's media. I talked to a pack, and there were others who I didn't get to talk to. I wasn't doing interviews, just saying hi, who are you, and so on.
This kind of testimony is vital for the anti-war movement to go and attack the country. And then he tried to blame the weapons inspectors from leaving Iraq, Twitter as well. They said, well, the reason we've not found any weapons, we've been searching for them for 5 years.
I started running to the Bradley Coast that I was doing. And the boy just moved. The ship, the boy just moved.
The court is where Julian would be tried if he were to be extradited. The US wants to take Julian to the Eastern District of Virginia, to an area that is full of security contractors, where the CIA is based, where you can expect what the jury will look like. To extradite Julian would certainly mean that he would be convicted of journalism under the Espionage Act.
I'm outraged by what is happening to Julian Assange. It's an outrage of US and British justice. Julian Assange is a journalist and truth teller and publisher who has exposed heinous US and UK war crimes for which the US and the UK are seeking to punish him, almost to the extent of wanting to kill him. The revelations that has come to light that the CIA was seeking to kidnap or assassinate him. Absolutely outrageous. The fact that the key prosecution witness is a known paedophile and has admitted his evidence was fabricated. The fact that Julian Assange was spied on in the Ecuadorian embassy. This is not justice. This is abuse, pure abuse of human rights. Julian Assange should be freed.
Because he hasn't committed any crimes. He's a journalist. He's a journalist who has released truths about US war crimes. They're the ones who should be in prison, not Julian Assange. He should be released. And we need to defend that, because in doing that, we're defending journalism. We're saying journalism isn't a crime. We're saying we want to know what our governments are doing with our money in our name to people in other parts of the world, like the Iraqis, like the Afghanis, like the Syrians, being bombed, their world being torn apart by American imperialism, supported by UK imperialism. Julian Assange tells us about these things. He should not be in prison. Other people should be in prison.
Come on and let me know. There is freedom, 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 freedom. Singing we are free, free, freedom, freedom.
We are in front of Royal Court of Justice here in London today, and there's a court case going on inside. Hundreds of protesters are waiting for the result of the case. The case is about the US appeal against a court decision by a UK court earlier this year, which blocks the extradition of Julian Assange, the co-founder of WikiLeaks.